You ready, yeah?
Yeah, let's go.
This is Lewis Hart for Boxing Social in association with Empire Fight Stock and William Hill. Delighted today to be joined with a victorious Michael McKinson. Solid rounds in the bank. I'm very, very sure you're happy with that performance out there and another statement made.
Yeah, 7 rounds. I was actually telling my mates I think I'll get him out of there late. Dropped him in round one with a peach of a shot. Then he started to hold. Like there was a few times early on where I knew I was hurting him. He was looking wobbly. People forget I'm actually quite big at 147. I'm not like a small welterweight anymore, and I felt big and strong in there compared to him. He was very small for a welterweight, I believe, a week anyway. It was just a matter of time, but he was surviving, making it look a little bit ugly at times. I went back to the corner. I said to my dad, "Is this looking boring?" He was like, "A little bit. You're winning the fight, but he's just surviving." So I started to throw more, try a little bit, be a little bit more exciting because I don't want to be that labelled as that guy. McKinson's always in boring fights. Now I want to get him out of there. That was my motivation coming into this year. Start getting people out of there, and I'm two fights. My last 2 fights I've managed to get TKOs and stuff. So yeah, I'm doing something right. My S&C team's doing something right. Shout out.
You got to give him a little shout out.
Shout out to Mark Coombs and Cameron Brew. I've been working real closely with them, developing my power, developing my velocity and things like that, and obviously they're doing something right.
Is it sometimes important to not actually listen to what people have to say? You know, when you just said there that people say, "Oh, McKinson's always in boring fights, this and that," but is it important to focus on yourself and what you can do?
Yeah, I've always got it there to be that technical, skilled fighter that can pick somebody apart for 12 rounds or whatever. I've always got that there, but if you want to be real, casuals don't like that. Casuals like a little bit more excitement, a little bit more aggression, getting people out there, TKOs and KOs and things like that. I understand that. Coming into this year, I feel like I've got a point to prove, so I feel like I'm doing that. That's my one goal, is to try to hush the doubters. That's the thing. Michael can't punch, he's boring. But I'm not that boring fighter anymore.
I was going to say, yeah, when you saw it and you saw the sort of aggressive style coming out and dropping him in round one, is it good to sort of see when you're trying to sort of work on stuff in the gym, working on being more aggressive, coming forward, and you see it sort of work off, you see it pay off? Is that, it must be a good feeling seeing things like that?
It is. I've got full trust in my team, I'm a product of a great team. It's not me. I put the work in, but I've got a lot of trust and belief in the team around me. My dad, who's been my coach and my manager, he's been my coach all my life, Miles Harding, and then we've got my nutrition, Greg Allison. You see me on the scales yesterday, I looked in great condition. My S&C coach, Mark Coombs, my physio, Cam Brew, SCRX Physiotherapy. It's all of that. It's all of that. All of it combined, and we're a very close-knit team, and everyone plays their part. So, I'm still developing. I'm even better of a fighter than I was last year against Ortiz. So yeah. From where I'm from in Portsmouth, I'm number 1 in the UK, taking over the world. I'm happy.
Another thing I wanted to say, you just talked about making the weight very easily and making the weight early. How much of a benefit was that for you tonight, where you feel like, mate, you felt very lighter out there and a little bit more sharper?
Yeah, so 24 hours before the weigh-in was the lightest I've been 24 hours out in 4 or 5 years. I was sparring real light in this camp. People forget, I boxed at 150 8 weeks ago, so keeping my weight down was great. I came into camp real light. So that's helped. Being busy, being active has helped me massively. But I have had 3 back-to-back camps, so I deserve a little bit of a break. Couple of weeks, like a holiday and stuff like that. But that phone's always on, and I'm always half fit anyway. I've got to be because of the level I'm at. So yeah, if them opportunities come, please call me.
And we've got to sort of talk about another person that will be fighting later tonight. I'm sure you won't be staying up to watch him, but we've said it before numerous times. Alexis Rocha. Do you think he was watching that tonight and seeing he saw that performance?
I want Alexis Rocha. No, I've got nothing. I always say it in my interviews. When I was out in LA last year, Blair Cobbs was mouthing and stuff like that. Alexis Rocha was a respectful, genuine guy. His coaches is person on his team actually sent me a Lakers jersey. Very respectful people. When I lost to Ortiz, he was the first him and his coach Hector, they were the first in my dressing room afterwards to see if I was okay. It was a tough time, and they came, so I've got a lot of respect for them. But I want them. I want to get, like, they're the guys I want. Like, they're ahead of me. There's not many people ahead of me in the rankings, 11, 12 people. They're the ones I'm hunting for.
100%, and definitely with a performance like that, they will certainly be knocking on the door. Michael McKinson, thank you for your time, and always a pleasure. Thank you for speaking to me, mate. Top man.
Nice
Thank
one.
you.